Now, if we can welcome up a very, 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 very exciting guy, full of energy. You'll have seen him on TikTok. You've seen him on, he's just won a Pride of Britain recently, Pride of Britain award. You'll have seen him on Insta. You see him everywhere. He's just a brilliant person. I always describe this guest as someone who you sit over here, by the way, now. Sorry. Quick switch. He's, when you're around him, when you've left him, the energy, you've still got it. And it's just, incredible. But I want to bring up Javeno Mclean.
That's wrong. My guy.
Go on.
Kicked off by that KFC in a minute.
It's going to rip you into shape, boy. Right,
See, you tricked me here because I come here to get drunk. I didn't come here to talk. You didn't tell me I was doing this.
So one thing before we start, right? Javeno was our second guest on the podcast, and to have someone of Javeno's stature is unbelievable. You see the work he does. You see the celebrities he works with. He started his own podcast recently, which we'll talk about after.
but minimally.
But to have someone of Javeno's stature shows, especially in Manchester, shows the power of just community and the power that Javeno has with his platform, helping disabled people within the gym is just incredible. So I just thought everyone give Javeno a round of applause before we start, because I work a lot with people who have disabilities in my current role, and Javeno's name gets brought up a lot, and he's an inspiration to me and many others. So, that's why, him winning the Pride of Britain award is incredible. So everyone in Manchester should celebrate Javeno because he's a legend.
So I'm actually missing one of my cue cards, unfortunately.
No, don't worry about it. So let's talk about this KFC.
We'll just go up. Hey, we can leave that till the end. Leave that.
Sure,
yeah, we'll leave it till the end. So we last spoke on we obviously not me and you personally, but as a pod, we last spoke a while back. But since being on You Good Bro, what have you been up to? You've been up to a lot.
The same. This is the thing. This is sometimes people think that you gotta change what you're doing, but I'm the most boring, repetitive person. I'm not changing who I am or what I do. I don't care. And this is why sometimes people think I'm not saying me, but you do find people who let a bit of success go to their heads and they start acting different. Ain't nothing gonna change with me. Sometimes people say, I get asked it all the time. People say, so what's next? What are you going to do? I say, I don't know. I said, I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing today. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if you look too far in the future, with my work, with the special people that I work with, there's just so much beauty right in front of your face every single day. Every single day, there's just beauty and just inspiration right in front of my face. So I'm thinking, if I'm too busy looking at what's going on over there or next month or next year, I'm actually missing the amazingness that's right in front of me. So I don't really know. I'm just happy to be here talking to you guys, talking about KFC.
So I'm never going to live this down.
So just before we start, right? You say you've not been up to much, but just released a book, Pride of Britain Award. Tell people about J7 Health. Tell people how it started and what it means to people.
J7 to me is it's my gym, it's my health centre. It represents simplicity. It represents happiness and joy. It represents what the world should be, right? Because I make it clear to everybody in the world that I ain't no scientist. I've not created a potion for curing cancer or disability. All I've ever done is treat people normal, treat people human, make people feel seen. And when you explain it like that, it's the most... Can we swear? All right.
I was going to say, yeah. But
yeah? No, I swear it's good. Professional, I like it.
Under 18s in there. I don't think...
It's the most simple stuff in the world. But you know what I mean? So I'll give you a funny story. About 6 months ago, I did a speech for brain surgeons and child urologists in America. There's about 25 of them. and they were some of the cleverest people in America, right? So I'm sat in my office with shorts on and my sliders. I'm sat there just sweating my back out with a t-shirt on, and I'm sat there looking at this screen. And you've got really intelligent Harvard people in them, them posh ass universities in America. And they've all sat there with the pens and paper waiting for me to give him a magic potion. And I'm looking at him going, it ain't that difficult what I'm doing, Don't think that if you're dealing with somebody with cancer or dementia or Parkinson's or cerebral palsy or Down syndrome, there's a strategy. The strategy is of seeing the person, not the wheelchair. The strategy is seeing the individual, the human, rather than the medication or the disability. It's that simple. But I think people struggle with actually treating people normal. And I think that's what J7 represents for me, is just the power of normality. You see what I'm saying? Just treating people normal is the greatest gift like, God forbid, I've got 2 beautiful little boys and thank God that they're healthy, but God forbid if anything was to happen, all I could ever want as a parent is that the world and people that they come across treat him normal. So my little Jim in Blakely, it's about normality.
100%. Now you have just won the Pride of Britain award. We can't
Stop it. Who told you that?
Because it's massive.
Who told you that?
I was there.
I know you was there.
I was there.
Shoving the camera in my face. Speak to us.
But like, you've won that. Like, first of all, congratulations. Second of all,
Round of applause for that again.
Second of all, when you got the phone call because you actually told me, didn't you? Which is fine. I'm an employee of RTV anyway. How did it feel when you found out? And you went, was it Printworks?
Yeah.
You went to, and they did the whole reveal. Just what was that moment like for you? How did that feel?
My wife gets mad at me for this, right? Because I'm very present. There could be 2 gorillas fighting at the back now, but because I'm sat looking at you two, I don't business and I don't take it in. My mum, my cousin, my 2 brothers over there. How many times do I go to my mum's house? And my mum, she said it yesterday. She went, "Have you noticed anything different?" I went, I'm looking at the gaff like that. I'm like, nah, mum. She went, the whole front room's been decorated. They've got new curtains. They've got a book. They've got like a bookshelf thing out this in the corner. I'm like, oh, yeah, didn't notice. So with the Pride of Britain, I didn't think I was going to ever get that, right? So it wasn't something that I don't try to get accolades here. I generally don't care. I'm very honoured and I'm privileged when I do get something, but the Pride of Britain was one that was a bit special to me purely because my mum and dad, I'm lucky that I still got mummy and daddy. I'm 40 years old. I was 40 in Jan. It's rubbish as well, man. How old are you?
41 now.
I'm old.
Are you over 40? Are you over 40?
Mid 30s.
It's bad, man. It's bad. But anyway, so any accolades that I've ever won, my mum and dad don't really know what they are. But the Pride of Britain, I think every person in the UK, it's something that rings a bell, it's familiar. So to me, and I'm old school, man, like even when I was a professional athlete, every one of my trophies that I ever won, given to me mum and dad. This is something that I've always done. So the things for me was if I ever did win something that was prestigious like that, I want to go to mum and dad and say, this is yours, do you know what I mean? And they know what it is. So when I won the Pride of Britain, bro, I was hungry. You lot had me out there filming for hours. So ITV said to me, yeah, we're doing a documentary on health and fitness. And I was like, cool. And then after about a week, I'm saying to my manager, they're not telling me what it is. They're not really telling me what's going on. But I trust ITV. I work with them loads. So it's not going to be nothing dodgy. And they're filming. Then they got me at the Printworks. They want me walking in and out of this building for about 20 minutes and then went round somewhere else doing other B-roll. And I'm saying to my mate, I'm getting hungry, you know. These lot need to hurry up. I'm getting hungry.
You don't go KFC, no?
No, don't wind me up about the KFC. And then I walked in and I seen just enough people in the corner and it was literally like, what the hell's going on? Still didn't know what was going on until Paddy McGuinness told me to look up in all the balloons. And it was the first time in my life I was speechless, man. I didn't know what to say. And I talk a lot, but in them situations, just to know that your work is influencing not just a nation, but millions of people around the world. It felt nice, and it felt like I was doing what I was supposed to do.
Well deserved, man, obviously. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of the Pride of Britain Awards. Who did he chat to? Who he rubbing shoulders with? We want to know all the little stories of what happens backstage, and did he meet anybody of any interest?
I didn't meet nobody important.
Okay.
I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Can I be honest?
Always.
All right. I'm going to give you a scenario, right? So if I'm in a room with A-list celebs, right? And they're coming over to me, and I'm lucky that I'm in a position where people recognize my work, and they might come over. So-and-so from that show might come over and say, Javeno, we love you, what you do, you're great. I'm like, oh, thank you. Somebody else says it. I'm okay, thank you, cool. I'm humble with it. They don't hold a candle to the people that was on that stage with me. You see what I'm saying? You could be Brad Pitt, you could be Angelique, you could be David Beckham. The people that was on that stage who won some awards, you got youngsters who are fighting leukemia. You got a young boy called Luke who meningitis took all of his limbs. But the energy and the happiness and the joy that this boy possesses, his enthusiasm for life, his ability to not moan about his situation, his mission to just make people happy. But he's been given possibly one of the worst situations that any parent could ever go through, where you've got a child gets meningitis and you've got to make the decision to cut off all 4 of your child's limbs. He's a superstar to me. So being around people like him, that's what's important to me, not the girls from Towie or Love Island. You know what I'm saying? No offense to them people. I'm not dissing anybody who's in Towie or Love Island, but there's a girl called Sally Becker who blew me. Sally Becker, right, is a lady where she was talking to me for a good half an hour the day before, and she was saying that she's a big fan of mine. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I started hearing her story. And I felt like, the first time in my life, I felt like it was imposter syndrome. Sally Becker made me feel like I didn't belong on that stage. She really did, because she was calling me a hero. But when you find out Sally's story, Sally basically saved 1,000 kids in war territories. Did you see her? She went to Bosnia because there was a war in Bosnia, and single-handedly, physically saved 300 kids. I'm talking, this woman is jumping in hospital beds, grabbing kids and running them out, going in places where kids are being shot at and there's war, physically saving them. And then when she came back from Bosnia, anywhere that there was a war, Iraq, Iran, she's recently gone to Ukraine. She's physically, single-handedly, as a woman, saved over 1,000 kids. That to me is inspiration. That to me is a person that I think is of mad importance, rather than a person who's a celebrity for other reasons, if that makes sense.
For sure. I'll make one point. But one thing about yourself is, as you mentioned with Sally Becker, you sit with those people as well. The work you do, if anyone's got Instagram and see the work you do, the life you give to people who have cerebral palsy, where they are maybe denied by a lot of gyms, you humanize people and you make people feel valued. And in a world which is so divisive these days, you should feel comfortable within those sort of arenas, because you are doing a great service. So don't ever feel like you are sort of, any less than, because so many people are, ostracizing disabled people in this community. And the work you do and the videos you have, if I'm ever feeling down or low, I watch one of your videos and how you sort of treat and how you sort of deal with any personal sort of, how can I word this? Any people who you personal train who have a disability, you don't look at them any different to anyone else you personal train. So don't ever feel like any lesser.
Yeah, man, definitely.
So now you've moved on to be a bit of a, not just TikTok, but you've moved into the book world, you moved into the podcast world, clearly inspired from your time on You Good Bro, obviously. But the book, I mean, you know, it's incredible. How did that come about? Were you approached by someone or something you wanted to do or what?
You want the truth or you want the professional answer?
Not the truth, man. Not the truth.
Right. The truth is, for me, right, I don't know if anybody else agrees with this. I'm from a sporting background, but what I realized a long time ago is to be a good leader, you've got to learn to, you don't have to be the star of the show. You got to learn to sit in the back sometimes. And with my story, I always wanted to people to know I'm not the star of the show. The star of the show is the people who I train, the stories and the just overcoming adversity, everything that they do. So I had an idea to do a book because I said, it's just mad inspiration. Listen, we're in a world now where I don't even watch the news. I know you do the news for ITV. ITV guy. Yeah. The ITV guy. But I don't watch the news. I generally don't watch the news because I'll just get there. You ever watch the news and just sit back and go, it's just pure doom and gloom. Yeah, sorry, Jamal. But no. But I don't watch the news. And I said, we're living in a world now where if you do see some kind of news stuff, it's either aggression, fighting, racism, it's negative stuff. Religion, it's just pure, it just kills it physically. Now, as you get older, them kind of things it physically upsets me, man. Not many things upset me. I'm quite cold-hearted, but them kind of things physically, I'm not sure if people believe in energies and things like that, but it messes with my soul a bit. And I think I'm looking at my line of work. It's just bringing humans together. It's not about black, white, religion. It's not about ability. It's about just humans of all shapes and sizes and religions and whatever coming together. So I said, if I can make a product that people can find inspiration and get joy off and just get reminded of the language of gratitude, it will be amazing, where I'm just a conductor showing people how amazing humans can be. So what I literally did was I put it on Facebook, on Instagram. I went, yo, anybody out here want to do a book? And I put it out there, and luckily, just enough big book companies came and were interested. And then that's how we got started. And the book's gone to #1 in 5 different categories on Amazon. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you. And the funny thing is, I can't even spell. I can't even spell.
You can just pay people
like
me and JD.
ChatGPT.
My best mate Ryan, right, he's not here, but every day we got a boys WhatsApp group, and all he does is he's a muppet. Has anybody got a friend who's a spell police, and every time you spell something wrong, wants to tell you didn't put the. Every time I put something on Facebook or Instagram, it's just typos, and it always spells it wrong, and he'll always screenshot it and send it me and go in, what have you spelled it like that for? And I remember saying to him, I don't know why I've got a book I can't even spell.
I always get that, in the group chats, and then someone respells it with an asterisk. Yeah. I'm like, not today.
But you know the way to do books? It's not the way that when we was younger, the way you think that people do books, you used to see somebody there just and then you do that thing. It's not like that. It's not like that.
I mean, it is 2025.
Oh, sauce ITV guys, sorry. But the way to do it was this dude called Ian, who's dead nice. And this guy, me and him sat together for, I think, 8 months, but like 2 hours at a time. And he's the ghostwriter. Man didn't write one thing. He didn't write one thing. He had his laptop and a little thing that back in the day, that little recorder. What's it called?
Dictaphone.
ITV guy, the dictaphone. And then all he did was interview me for hours and hours, recording it on his iPad, Apple Mac thing. And then he would then send that to somebody else who would then put it in another computer that writes it out. So I remember singing with him. I said, how much are you getting paid to just press record?
The ghostwriter's got a ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter that don't write one word. I said, this is a hustle. But anybody that want to be a ghostwriter, it pays good. Guy got paid about 25 grand just to record me on his iPhone.
Can you ask him what program he uses? Because I might download it.
Yeah. But like, as you said with the book, What was the meaning behind the book? Tell us the title. What was the inspiration?
The book is called, it's a good Christmas gift as well. So it's on Amazon or Waterstone. The book's called You Are Not Your Limits. And all jokes aside, it's about gratitude. It's about embracing gratitude. Because I'm going to tell, I don't know, I can't really see people in there, but I'll be honest with you. A bad day for us in this room is paradise for somebody else. Listen to me. No matter what you think you're going through, there's somebody else going through something a lot worse, right? So in my job, I'm reminded every day. I'm going to tell you a real story. There's a lady that I met 2 weeks ago in Charlton. I was having a meeting and I went to the bar to the counter and I met this lady who come over, was like, she wanted a picture, to give a picture, and she said she's got a daughter. The daughter's, I think, 12. She's severely autistic. She's deaf. She's blind. And she's now got terminal illness. That alone, as a dad, it breaks your heart. You understand? And I promised her that I'd get a daughter in to train. The energy and the enthusiasm and the happiness that this young girl brought to my gym, it puts things into perspective. You see what I'm saying? So we now live in a world with all the technology, and even my 2 young boys, they've got it good. You understand? I say to Mason all the time, look at you with your big old TV and your PlayStation. And he's enough. But this boy's got about 8 pairs of trainers and moans that he needs more trainers. Trev, in Jamaica, how many trainers? We didn't have no trainers in Jamaica. In Spanish Town, we had barefoot and toes. And this boy's got Air Max, Jordans, New Balance, Asics, 3 pairs of football boots. We had toes and grass. That's what we had. Yeah, but the whole point of the book is gratitude. Because some of the stories that you hear in the book are people who have been given a horrible start in life. Some of them have been given horrible news, yet they just persevere. They don't moan. They just overcome. And I think that's a lesson that every person should know, that yes, we are human and everyone goes through their own stuff, and there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think just be grateful. I've got a young girl who I train right now. She messages me every morning. Every morning. This is for 4 years. Every morning she messages me saying that she loves me. Her mobility is, she's probably got 2 inches of a head movement. She can move her left arm probably 2 inches. The right arm doesn't move at all. But I've never seen her mad. I've never seen her sad. I've never seen her upset. I've never seen her moan. I've never ever seen this girl come into the gym and be like, you know them people that sometimes walk in a room and straight away, you got 2 kinds of people in the world, right? You got people, it's called the ministry of presence. I believe in the ministry of presence. You got some people that carry a magical, energetic presence to walk in a room. I could say JD could walk in a room, and before he's even said anything, I go, yes, he's here. You know what I'm saying? And you got them people in your life, but you got other people in your life, like, not saying you, Jamal, but imagine how many times have you been at work? You're having a meeting at work and somebody walked in, they've not said one word, but straight away the room just feels brighter. And other people, you could be in a meeting and the door opens and then that person walks in and everybody goes, yeah, this girl has got such beautiful energy, but for her circumstance in life, the way God's kind of put it out for her, she's severely disabled, man, with her autism, with her cerebral palsy, with her illness, but yeah, she's so beautifully energetic and happy. So the whole point of my book is You Are Not Your Limits, is just to embrace gratitude. And when you see and hear stories of people who are just doing amazing things as humans and not complaining, it makes you go, do you know what, I can do more.
Brilliant. And just because it's kind of like you, and you're a good friend of mine, I'll let you promote your book. Where can everyone get it from?
No. This is about you lot today. You lot are doing fantastic stuff. I appreciate, even though you tricked me, I didn't know I was talking. Listen, you lot are doing fantastic, and I respect Jamal. I've known JD a little bit now, but I've known Jamal for a long time. Even if this was in London, I would have still made it, bro. Because I think you're a very special person, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for being here, chatting to the people. Like, honestly, that means a lot. That really does mean a lot. I'm watching the time on this.
But yeah, I was gonna say, so to the audience out there, Javeno's very inspirational. Does anyone have any questions? I'll come into the audience.
One or two. Anyone?
Okay.
See,
Here we go.
I know him. I know that guy. He's like my Achilles.
On the spot. No. So I know you said that you like to be present, and you like to just live in the moment. But where would you want to see J7 in 10 years' time?
Exactly where it is. I'd like to see J7 as a. So right now, I'm looking at J7 as a symbol of hope around the world. Luckily, the little badge that I created years ago is now a symbol of hope for people around the world. When people see that badge around the world, it represents it represents autism, cerebral palsy, it represents the cancer survivors, it represents stroke. I just want that to continue. I just think, like I said, it's not to me about looking too far in the future, but the way it's going and the love that I receive all over the world, let's keep on touching the world and making people happy, because I believe that if you show kindness and happy and joy and gratitude to people, that it spreads like wildfire. So let's just continue that and keep it simple.
Only got time for literally one more.
Anyone?
I was right at the back as well. Possibly one more after that. We'll see.
Okay, sorry. Yes, Javeno.
Yes, bro. Like the voice, you know, say that sexy voice.
Come on.
I say yes, Javeno. You get him on a song.
You take care of a lot of people. How do you take care of yourself?
I don't, and this is a problem. I'll be real with you. It's something that I'm struggling with at the moment, because I'm never gonna. I'm lucky I've been chosen. I believe that to be chosen is a special gift. So the only way I can explain that is I've got cancer patients who will not be here next year. And I don't know if that ever was to happen to me, and I know that I've only got 6 months left on this earth. I don't know where my head will be. I would probably go, you know what, my family, I'm going to lock you in a room. I'm going to spend every second with you lot. So the fact that people in that position have chosen Javeno to spend that time with, bro, I need to give you the best experience of your life every single time you're in my presence. So my thing is, I'm good, man. My therapy is, I train. I've got a good family, and I don't get enough rest, but I'm okay with that, because I understand that there's people that require me, that need me more than words can ever describe. So I won't ever not be there. I need to make sure that if you look up, I'm there. If you turn up to the gym on Monday, I'm there. If you ring me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm there. If you text me at 6 in the morning saying I love you, I'm going to respond. And I'm working it out. I'll be lying if I say to you I've got it sorted. I haven't, but I'm working it out, and I'll have to try and find a balance, but I don't know how to find that yet.
I hear that. So we've got no more time to talk about my KFC. So I'll ask you the final question. If you could leave this room with one thought for 2026, what would it be?
How to make Jamal stop eating KFC.
It's not going to happen.
I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to let it go. I was up there. I was sat next to Amy. Mad. I couldn't believe you've been going gym, looking good, and you light skin as well. So you know you're winning. Stop with the KFC. Okay. Start eating some salad. Go vegetarian like JD.
We'll start a group chat. It's not
in my DNA to go vegetarian.
We'll start a group chat as well. Stop eating KFC.
This ITV guy eating KFC. Wait till I tell you, bosses.
Am I supposed to go Waitrose?
Yes. Cook.
Do you know what? Anyway, Javeno, look, absolutely fantastic. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing your time with us. I'm sure everyone here absolutely appreciates it.
Thank you, guys.
You're incredible in what you're doing. You know that. You know, you're welcome on Granada Reports anytime.
And the podcast. Are we going to jump on? You going to?
Oh,
do
yeah,
that?
yeah,
You going to be
yeah.
guests on your podcast?
So, we didn't actually skip this bit. We shouldn't have skipped this bit. There was clearly I wasn't purposely skipping the fact he's on a podcast as well. But your podcast, You Are Not Your Limits.
My podcast and my book isn't relevant. It's you man's time. It's you lot are the stars of the show. You lot are Michael Jackson. I'm just the dude in the back. This is about you lot.
So next to H and the Paralympian gold medalist Amy Truesdale,
Who's
are
actually
we
in the
next
building,
guest?
I might add.
Yes.
By the way.
All right, we've quoted.
only if you don't eat KFC for the next 4 months. Deal or no deal.
That means
Deal or no deal.
all I'm going to say is that we are never going to be on your podcast in that case.
I think I'll just say for everyone, like, to be in the presence of Javeno, to have Javeno support from day one as a new podcast is crazy to me. So thank you for being a great guest on the live show.
Thank you for
Thank you for being a great guest on early on in our podcast, on anything. You're amazing, and you're more than welcome to come on our next live show or our next podcast.
I'll be there 100%. Don't you worry.
Thank you, Javeno. My ribs.